Ki jana Petri Chor na? Ready? Yeah. Hi everyone, we are here with Tulika Majumdar, the author of Petri Chor. So hi Tulika, can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Yeah, Petrichor, as you can see, is a anthology collection of creepy stories, and I have tried to incorporate stories from West Bengal, the rural West Bengal, to European countries. So you'd find a story which actually revolves around Scotland as well. And I have there are certain psychological thrillers also included here. These are short stories, but these are all translated from one of my Bengali books. It was extremely accoladed when it came out as a book in Bengali, so I thought I would try to translate this. This is a self-translated book, and some 6 or 7 stories are there. I hope the readers enjoy it.
How did you come up with the title of the book?
Okay, so the word petrichor is a classic word. A lot of people don't know that the scent that comes out of damp earth after the first showers is called petrichor. So the very first story of this book actually revolves around a particular area wherein the creepy happenings used to start when there would be a shower, or people would start getting the smell of the damp earth that would trigger a particular supernatural happening. So this was the pivotal story of this book, hence the name Petrichor.
And what was your writing process?
I write on the go. So while I'm speaking to you, if you ask me to write a few lines, I can write that. While I'm traveling to office, well, I'm a corporate professional, so I'm not a full-time author. So while I travel to office, I write. When I get my break for lunch, I write. So writing is kind of it has a therapeutic value for me. So that's how everything happens.
Did you face any challenges while writing this book?
Not really challenges, but yes, I was not too sure, because when these stories came out in Bengali, while they were extremely accoladed, I was not too sure, because a lot of people that I meet, or a lot of the new generation especially, they are not very comfortable with the vernacular language, and they thought that they would like to read my stories in English. But when I was translating it, since a lot of it was based on rural Bengal, I was not too sure how they would identify with that. But once the book came out, the reviews actually melted away my doubt. It was liked by most of the readers.
Is there any real life character that inspired you to write this book?
Not really real life, but if you see, a lot of these books have a particular female protagonist, and I kind of design the protagonist on certain characteristics I have. So possibly I am one of the pivotal characters of most of the stories.
How well do you think you have conveyed your emotions on the paper?
I do my best, and while I write, I try to live through each and every moment that I portray through my words. So I've done my best, that's all I can say.
What kind of responses have you received so far?
Petrichor was well received by a lot of people. In fact, during the book fair also, I got photographs from unknown people. They had somehow got my contact, or they were following my page, so they had bought this book and they sent me snaps that yes, we have got this book, we'll give you a review on this. So that's good enough. And it's not a very new, not a very old book. It has just come out a few days back. So I believe once the book fair is over and it is full-time available on online platform, it would have a better response. Whoever has read it, they have actually given it. In fact, I got a very well done review and a very enthusiastic review from one of the bestseller authors of Amazon, Saurav Mukherjee. He had read this book and he gave a extremely good review on this. So I'm hopeful that other people would also like it.
So since you write on the go, are you working on anything else at the moment?
I always write. So while I'm talking to you, I'm also translating few of my other stories, and I really want Ukyoto this time to publish this story collection. I have written in so many of your anthologies. There have been so many translation projects, special projects done for Ukyoto, but I have not really had one complete book published by you. So this time this would go to Ukyoto.
Well, we'd be glad. What advice do you have for other writers?
For other writers, see, I really am not yet comfortable, calling myself a writer. Yes, I try to write, but if you dream, if you have a goal, if you want to express your feelings through words, you should write, and you should write no matter who reads or who doesn't. You read your own writing, but you still continue. Unless you dream, you won't ever achieve your goal. That's it.
So can you read one favorite quote from the book?
Yes. Okay, so this is one particular paragraph from one of the largest story of this book, which is called The Soul Snatcher. As the name suggests, the soul is getting snatched by someone. So the first paragraph of chapter 6 goes like this. Usually in my past experiences, I've always found that the souls of victims were possessed, but they were never physically missing. I'm most confused about this part. The search parties have not been able to track Maya anywhere in the vicinity or in the woods. Dr. Sen spoke to Dev while scribbling symbols on a parchment paper. Dev looked blank and shrugged his shoulders in confusion. Looking at his expression, Dhriti, the quiet young girl beside Dr. Sen, spoke up. She was Dr. Sen's niece and a vicar herself who studied at the University of Stockholm and lived with her uncle. So by this you can always understand somebody's soul has been snatched and the body is lying there soulless. And to read the rest of the story, buy my book.
Well, thank you so much, Tulika. It was always lovely talking to you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much, Shisha.